2, 1, and we are back.
So great.
Hooray!
I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad you're back.
I call the fucking thing what I want to call it. Okay, like don't fucking
Oh man.
off mic. They was giving me shit. I call it what I want.
Yeah, you do.
You call. I mean,
So I could just start calling you like an African Decagone? Is that fine?
that actually
poking the line.
African Deca Beast.
African Decagone.
Is he from
geez.
Wakanda? Is he from
yeah.
Wakanda?
And this is why Jay is so good at crossword puzzles,
He just makes up his own words.
Just make up my own words.
He gets all of them right.
He's like, I do these things so fucking fast.
It's easy.
I want to live in that world.
That's right.
He's like, I don't even read the fucking questions.
Just like that
right.
looks like ERF right there.
What's the 5-letter word for planet we live on?
Decagone.
Bitch. I live on that bitch.
I live on that bitch.
All right. Just a few headlines here. You can thank it for taking all of the money. And because of that, all of the Stephen King movies are going to be remade.
Of
now.
course,
They're
they are.
all going to be.
Should we get like what, Nightcrawlers?
Well, the next one,
Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers.
Same difference.
that's what he calls
Yeah, he
it.
just calls it that. Just let him fucking
Have it.
No!
Kiki.
I got it. No, it's right. There's a right title.
Nah, I like this last movie, Dark Ass Tower. That shit was cool.
The next one on the
Big
block
dick.
is Pet Sematary.
Oh shit.
I don't even think that one's...
Can you guys explain something to me?
Yes.
Why is Semetary spelled wrong?
No,
I've never seen it. I've
Because
never
that's
read
the
it.
way he wants
No,
it.
because that's street cred.
He's like,
That's street
let him
cred.
call it what he wants to
Jay,
call it.
Jay knows Steven. They have their
It's
friends.
like Earth. You get it? Earth.
Stephen King's like, that's how I want to call it.
That's
That's how I want to call
Wait
it.
a minute.
Stephen
How
King
was
and Jay have hung out before.
Semetary spelled?
It's an S.
C.
And how is it in the
S.
Fucking ass, Tony.
There's actually multiple characters wrong, but let's not get into it.
That's right.
But I think this is fine because let's face it, we never really bought the little evil kid.
I
we?
did. He scared the shit. Gage.
Did he?
Gage scared the shit out of me because he was so innocent. He was like, first I
Your
played.
face is so great right now.
Remember he goes that part where he goes, first I played with mommy, then I played with daddy. Now I'm gonna play with you. That's how he said it. Scary little fucker.
Overacting
And
little bitch.
Remember that time that he cut fucking Munster's
Yeah, Herman Munster's hamstring
hamstring and then his fucking throat?
and his throat.
Fuck
So-
that kid. He scared the shit out of me.
Well, you're gonna get another one.
Oh, good.
So you're getting that.
Same kid from New Nightmare. His acting didn't get any better later. So.
True story.
Then we got a villain cast for the Shazam movie because we got Zachary Levi.
We got the Zachary Levi.
We got Zachary Levi as Shazam.
So we don't
And
have.
apparently he's working on getting yoked.
I want to tell you guys what I said to my boss. When he was like, they're making Shazam. I was like, Zachary Levi is nowhere near as tall as Shaquille O'Neal. And he was like,
Oh my god.
You are not the only one
I did it.
who has done that.
Did it. I ruined it. He was like, oh,
Shazam.
sweetie.
High five to
I
that.
know.
There was already a Shazam movie in the alternate timeline with Sinbad.
With Sinbad, clearly. But there's like, yeah.
Yeah. So Zachary Levi is Captain Marvel. Shazam.
No, he's Shazam.
All right. Yeah. And looks like Mark Strong is in talks for the villain role.
Who's Mark Strong?
Who's the villain
Well,
going
he's
to
the
be?
villain in everything.
Well, yeah,
remember?
that's what he does.
Well, the villain
What is
will
he?
be
Who is he?
Thaddeus Savannah, Doctor.
Oh,
Dr.
yeah,
Savannah.
Dr.
Oh,
Savannah.
shit.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
shit. He's going to have his talking little caterpillar with the glasses?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I didn't know he had that.
I'm out.
It says here he debuted in Wiz Comics #2. Wiz Comics. That's unfortunate. Sorry.
Back in the day, though.
Back
that
in the
was-
day,
yeah.
he's been the long-running Shazam villain.
Yeah.
He's the archetypal mad scientist, traditionally been portrayed as one of the smartest men alive.
Yeah.
Right, Lex Luthor's.
But one given to squandering his gifts on
Super villain.
silly inventions.
Nefariousness.
And
Tiny caterpillars with glasses, I guess.
apparently,
He does have a little friend that's a tiny caterpillar with glasses.
I do. I vaguely remember this and being irritated by it.
you know Mark Strong. He was Sinestro in Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He was also a villain in Kick-Ass. He's in Kingsman: The Secret Service.
Oh, okay.
He plays the scientist in Kingsman.
Yes. So you know who you're talking about. So
Now, and I would just like to tell you, Captain Marvel is one of our oldest superheroes, Shazam. Did you know that he was a Charleston? Like he began in There's a comic book company called Charleston, and then they kind of went out of business, and DC bought all those characters,
Right.
Oh, okay.
including the Blue Beetle.
I love Blue Beetle.
I like Blue
Ted
Beetle.
Cord.
No,
You're
Yeah.
a big Blue Beautiful.
Yeah, bwahaha, straight up.
Wait.
Huh?
Okay, I do kind of
Yes.
backtrack to the Stephen King thing.
Oh, okay.
So, like, is every Stephen King movie being remade?
Well, it sure seems that way.
Probably
because,
eventually. There's a few of them.
Because well, the whole thing is, I didn't want to be the guy on the phone that looks this shit up, but that's a lot of fucking movies.
a lot of
It
fucking
is a
movies.
lot.
I'll tell you.
I bet they don't remake Thinner.
No,
Yeah.
what's that? That's the anorexic one?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
They're not going to remake.
How'd you fucking piece that one together?
I call it anorexic.
They're not going to remake Shawshank Redemption or The Shining. They're not going to
Yeah.
do those.
No,
Oh,
probably
I
not.
think they will touch The Shining.
I bet
Nothing
they
is
will.
sacred.
I don't want them to
Maybe.
do The Stand. Like, don't do that one.
I hope
The
they
Stand
do.
is weird.
The Stand, I think they're working on as a
Well,
series.
I was
They
going
are,
to
it's
say
an HBO
The
series.
Stand.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
the Stand could
OMG.
be a good series. It's like a 1,100-page book.
Yeah.
You can't do it in a movie or a set
Well,
of
there's a
movies.
lot of weird allegories in it, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's
What about the
difficult to put on
Langoliers?
film.
The Langoliers? They're
They-
going to do that one?
I haven't
what if
heard
it-
anything on that one.
They might do woke trucks, maximum overdrive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Woke
Yeah.
trucks,
Woke
racist trucks.
trucks.
Fuck that shit.
No, that shit was that's all it is. This maximum overdrive is just
I like
woke ass
that one.
trucks
Yeah. I thought it was like stupid
It's
good.
so shitty.
with Emilio Estevez. Emilio.
Didn't he direct that one too? Didn't Stephen King
Yeah,
direct
he
that?
He
directed
wrote and
that one.
directed it.
Yeah.
So, oh my god! Like, remember we when we used to do Geek Show movie night? We showed it one night.
We did, yeah.
And
I remember that.
the
now.
guy, remember the guy that gets killed by the fucking Pepsi machine?
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
I was like, you know what? Step left, fucker. you know? You know?
Well, you know how
There's no time for that.
The worst thing about Maximum Overdrive is
Woke
it
trucks.
looks like they just ran out of money or time or something, because it ends with them getting on the boat, and then there's just like a whole screen crawls like, and this is how it ended, and then the aliens went away. and
That's right,
everything
yeah.
was
They do that in
fine.
The Mist too, though. I think that's a Stephen King
That's
signature.
just his ending.
Yeah.
That's one of his like
No, that's-
stylistic signatures.
That's the fog, right?
Yeah, the
No,
fog.
the fog is-
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it's
no,
called.
there
There's
was-
a difference
was
between
two.
fog and mist.
Yeah,
So-
there
Yeah.
was the
There were
fog,
two mists?
and there was the mist.
because the
Yeah.
Mist is the Stephen King
Yeah.
one, and
Yes.
somebody recut it. So at the very end, if you haven't seen it, then you're fucking out of
It
luck.
was Frank Darabont, the guy that
Yeah.
created Walking Dead.
That is
Yeah.
correct, and it's actually a very
Oh.
good film. But at the very end, the guy ends up killing himself and all four people in the car, and then
Mm-hmm.
somebody recut it with All Star by Smash Mouth. When the army shows up after he kills everybody, literally he kills everyone in the car,
Yeah.
and
It's
then
one
the
of the
army
saddest
shows up.
endings ever.
Yeah, I
It is
remember
so,
that.
but
I remember-
with All Star, it's fucking hilarious. Like
I
it cues right as you see the army, and he's like, "What the
Somebody.
I
once-
remember, I remember seeing The Mist in theaters with my brother, and like when we walked out, like me and my brother were like kind of walking
That
really
was
slow, and
dark.
he's like, I don't even know how to feel right now, and I was like, I know, right? And then we turned the corner, and it was really like foggy outside. And he was like, Yeah, fuck that, we're gonna be fine in the movie theater.
it's just
There's
like-
tons of movie, like,
like, we're
food,
cool.
we're gonna be fine.
Was
Live
it-
on popcorn.
We're cool.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a gun in the car.
Like, we're like, we're not
I got a
leaving.
gun with 3 bullets, and there's 4 of us. It'll
See,
be fine."
that's weird because in the short story, The Mist,
I read
That's
that
not how it
recently.
ends.
that's not how it ends. Not
no,
at all.
not at all. They take
And-
over the whole world.
Yeah, basically.
But Darabont actually contacted Stephen King and was like, "This is how I want to end the movie," and Stephen King was like, "Oh, that's better."
They do an alternate ending too. There's alternate endings on the DVDs. I'm weird about The Mist. I liked it so much.
I
that
liked
that's
it. I liked
Smash
it too.
Mouth.
Somebody
That's
should
like-
write
it's
Somebody
one of my
else should
favorites.
write all the ends of
Yeah.
Stephen King's
Yeah.
movies.
Just don't touch it. It is fantastic.
Even though he turns
There's
into
a
a
weird
fucking
story about
spider.
that movie.
I mean, it's a weird movie, but it's so good.
Well, but
Like-
you're going to be getting another one soon.
What's the one
Right,
about
I'm
the
so
woke ass
excited.
car though? The woke
Christine.
ass.
Christine,
Yeah, Christina.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
shit.
love that movie. Christina.
The
Now you're just
woke-ass
purposely
car.
saying shit wrong.
It's just Christine.
I have a question.
Woke trucks. Now, I want to see a movie that says woke trucks.
And
trucks.
and that was Woke Caddy, I guess.
For people who have actually seen The Stand, I saw it when I was little and it scarred me for life because I remember
The-
there's
the
like a
miniseries?
virus. Yeah, the
Yeah, yeah.
miniseries. There's
Yeah.
a virus and
I
this
fucked
lady's
him.
like,
I remember that.
take my baby, and the baby's face is all fucked up and they're in a hospital, right? This is correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do
this-
like to say. I do like the fact that you just straight up said the baby's face
It's
is
all
fucked
fucked
up.
up. It's got like boils and shit on it. I'm just curious. So I read the book and it's nothing like that. So that little tidbit in my memory that scarred me for life for like zombie apocalypse movies, like what is The Stand about? Because it's
real.
about like
It's not a virus.
Well, it's also
But
about
then
like
it plays
God
on like good and evil. Like
and
it's
just
weird, man.
does the miniseries end that way or is it just apocalyptic?
I don't know.
I remember
anybody-
God's
So
Finger
you
comes
not-
out.
Okay, so
God's Fingers comes
So-
out. What do I go?
Somebody
here's-
help me.
with The Stand, first of all, the first time I watched the TV series, I rented it back
There's a
when
magical black lady in
back
it.
when there was a Hollywood
Is it
Video and
Whoopi?
Blockbuster,
I think so.
and I didn't
so
realize I put in disc 2 first.
Oh, shit.
So it started in the middle. I'm just like, oh, I guess, like I didn't know what was going on, but I just watched the rest of it. It was like 4 hours long, and I was like, well, that was pretty good. And I pull out the case and see disc 1 right there, and I'm like, what the? Well, this is. Oh man! But it ends basically with, if I remember correctly, Las Vegas getting nuked.
Oh,
No,
that's
because
cool.
God's
Yeah.
finger
Sodom
comes
and
out and
Gomorrah.
goes.
Yeah,
God's
basically,
finger
yeah.
comes out and goes.
And
I don't even like
I can't
Vegas.
remember how the book ends because I have read the book
Yeah.
too, but I think it's the same thing. I think
It is the
Las
same.
Vegas ends up
Yeah.
getting destroyed.
I
If
read
you
the
want-
book recently.
Yeah.
If you want to experience a great adaptation of it, Marvel did a year-long series
Of the
of The
stand?
Stand,
Oh yeah, I
and it
remember
was
that.
fucking amazing.
Is it like it's a book?
It's probably collected into
Into your
editions.
Periodicals,
graphic
yeah.
Yeah,
novels.
but I think it was like 50 or 60.
All right, Greg from
Episodes.
Black Cat, order me that shit.
There you go.
Hey, Greg,
Hey, Greg,
get off your fucking ass!
I know a car ran into your store, but buy me a book.
I know your shit flooded.
Are you
Lazy
okay, Jay?
fuck yeah.
No, I
You're
was-
really like in deep thought over there.
because
about
I actually was low key. I was like thinking about Kari in a maternity ward. Just the baby's face is all fucked up. Like, just walking through.
She's walking through, looks at the window like, ooh.
Oh god damn!
We gotta
Look
make
at
a
that.
new one. We gotta make a new one.
Look at that for.
Because the whole thing is I know me personally. Like I would have kind of hesitated at saying that.
The
Like
baby's face is fucked up?
yeah, like you say, it
No.
just rolls right off of your
It's because
tongue.
I got a million eggs in here. I can make a new one. Like, I don't. If one baby's bad, it doesn't really.
I don't like that one. Let's start over.
Let's start over.
Let's start another one.
New topic.
What do we do with this one?
I see the Orville on this headline, so I want to.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes.
It has been renewed.
Yay! I fucking love this show.
It's ridiculous.
I've never seen it. I
It
need to
is
watch
So
it.
good. Do you like the Star Trek?
Yeah.
Do you
You want
like?
a couple dick jokes thrown in there?
Do you
Sure.
respect the
There you
Prime
go.
Directive?
Even
Sure.
though I will honestly, my one flaw, and I sound like a fucking hater. I sound like a fucking hater on this, but the one flaw on this show is the black guy.
Dude, you sound like a hater.
Carrie,
Jay
I'd
Lee.
like to know what you think of the black guy.
I think they're all great. I love everybody on this
You
show.
just gave me the I have 3 black friends.
I did.
Oh, I love everybody on this show.
The black
No.
feller makes me laugh.
He made me laugh.
I thought he was fine until the last episode when they go down to 21st century Earth
I watched
or
that episode.
parallel Earth.
Sorry.
But see, it
No, this
wasn't-
is we're on Earth. They went to Earth.
Yeah.
But see, my problem with that episode wasn't him. It was the whole conceit of the episode. It felt forced to me.
Oh, it was
I love-
definitely
Yeah,
forced.
there
It
was
was
some-
the
yeah,
weakest episode of the
It was
season.
really
the
heavy-handed,
but I
you
think
know.
it's
I disagree.
but I think it's because it.
But yeah, he bugged me in that episode. I'm just like, come on, just be realistic. Like nobody's this stupid.
I get it, and
You know?
that was the thing that bugged me about it because the first thing I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the episode with my lady, and then we're in bed and we're just like, yo, the first thing out of my mouth, that was a great episode. However, I know I'm gonna sound like a hater, but I'm sorry that it's just not his character. Just they got to do something
Yeah.
with it.
He's too stereotypical.
Yeah, it's-
as part of it.
Yeah, it is just. And it's just like I feel like they're using him in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm not saying he can't act. It's just like they're using him in the
Did
Don't make him play a black guy. Make him play a fucking navigator.
Okay,
Yes.
but like you have a
You know what I
female
mean?
captain. Now you want smart black people? Like,
Yes,
what more do
that's-
you want?
that I
Like, what
want-
else do you need?
I want-
Baby steps, Jay. Baby steps.
I want
progress,
woke
Jesus.
trucks. I want face down, ass up.
Baby-
I want all that shit.
baby steps as long as they're not ugly. Baby steps.
As long as they're not
As
ugly
long as their
babies.
faces aren't
we
fucked
need
up.
cute. We need cute baby steps.
I'm
Cute
never
baby.
gonna live
Like
this down.
adorable.
I mean,
Ever.
yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, they're really not doing a lot with his character.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I mean, the Penny Johnson Gerald, the doctor, got an entire episode on
Yeah,
Thursday.
that was cool. That was
You
a
know,
good episode.
She got an
I
entire.
haven't
episode.
watched this week's.
It was good.
And so I thought that's interesting that she gets a whole episode and they haven't done anything with him yet.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't quite know what to do with him
Exactly,
yet.
and that's
And
what's
they'll figure it out,
And that's
you
what's
know.
bothering me about it is because it's just like, and his name is Jay Lee, and yeah, I know I got my I do a Rick Sanchez. I'm the black
Same
Rick.
though. I've been doing this the whole time.
Yes.
Like,
It's really good. It's
You should smile while you do it.
But no, like I think I think Jay Lee is a
This
good
tastes
actor,
terrible.
but the problem
Yeah.
is he's getting pigeonholed, and this is and I mean this is a real thing because I've gone on auditions in Fox Studios. I've been in those audition rooms, and they want you to be that black stereotype, and it's annoying to see because I'm not saying he
Aren't there
does.
several though?
Shut up. I'm not saying that he can't act. It's just that they're using him I think I said it best. Is just like I feel that show him as a navigator because we all what's the redhead guy
I can't remember his name, but he sits next to him on the bridge.
Yeah, he sits next to him on the bridge. Malloy.
Yeah,
Malloy.
Yeah.
We know Malloy is the best navigator in the fucking in the
pilot.
Yeah, we're saying whatever that shit. I call it differently.
And the other one's the black one.
Yeah, and see, and that's what it. No, but that's what it feels like, and that's the one thing that bothers me about this show more than anything is just
He's no LeVar Burton.
he's no LeVar Burton, and he's just because there was one part where I think it was episode 4 where they shoot something out of the sky and he goes, "Oh, boom, bitch." And it was like, and that was like his only line.
And you were
that,
like
super
embarrassed.
force.
You were like,
yeah,
no, don't do that.
It felt like not another teen movie where they make fun of the black guy stereotype where he's like, where he just goes, "That's whack, damn."
It's
like
true.
that's what he's there for.
I agree.
And it's just like, show him as the fucking navigator that he is. Give him his episode.
Yeah, well,
Not-
they gave him his episode. It
was about a black man being in jail.
Can I posit one thing real quick? Is that I've always noticed that in sci-fi shows, in the second season, the characters who get fleshed out are the more important ones. Always, like Inara Sarah in the second. It's kind of like I don't know. I feel like second season is probably more your time to shine. I really do. I genuinely feel like they set it up. Second season generally, like when sci-fi characters get fleshed out.
Well, they better not write him off the show, and that's what I get worried about.
Is that what you're worried about?
Yes, because if your only lines are "boom, bitch," and then "ERF," like.
Yeah, I agree. Like your concerns are totally valid.
Okay.
I just hope that they're building it up to something really good. That's my only. I'm hoping to trust the creators, but
Yeah.
you've been let down so many
Well,
times.
and the thing that scares me is Seth MacFarlane, and I feel that I'm on the fence about Seth MacFarlane because there's a lot of things where you watch Family Guy, you watch American Dad, you watch the Cleveland Show, and it just
No, you don't.
No.
Nobody watches it.
But just the way that he views black men as stereotypes, if I feel like, to me, when I watch the Orville, I'm like, fuck, they're doing the same. They're Clevelanding him, and Cleveland is voiced by a white dude. And
That's
it's just,
right. That's right.
And so a lot of people don't know that, and so it's just like they're making him this show's Cleveland, and I'm like, fuck this. Like, can we fucking not make him a stereotype and just make him a fucking navigator?
I just
don't know.
propose that no show should ever have a Cleveland ever because
Hey y'all, y'all going to the face down, ass up?
remember the story of me like when I broke my leg at that bachelor party, and then I lost the remote control in the house and I couldn't get up,
Oh yeah, I remember.
and the
this
Cleveland show
story.
came on.
and you
Your
tried to kill
nightmare
yourself.
was
Oh, and
a
I was
lie.
just like, no!
It's like 121 hours or whatever that movie's called, but you're like
I
gnawing
could
your
have
arm.
chewed off my eyes and my ears. But I sat there and I just fucking hate watch the show. I was just like, oh god.
But-
It prepared me for Arrow.
I want to say though, I like ever since when you came to the Overwatch panel at Salt
Yeah.
Lake Comic Con and we were talking about Lucio.
Oh my god.
Right? And that
Jet
comment
Set
about
Bob Marley.
I was
whole-
mad as fuck.
Right, but the whole thing, like, what does he say? What's his like main?
Yeah,
thing
all
the
right,
time
all right,
he
so-
Let's
says?
break it down.
Yeah.
Oh, let's break it down.
Like, what black guy says that? It's
I have-
so funny.
I have been to so many parties in my lifetime. I have friends that are DJs, and they'll let me get on the mic as a hype man. And normally, here's some basic phrases if you've never been at a hype man in a club. You're like, hey, y'all, put your fuck.
Believe it or not, I never have been. Go ahead.
It's like the basic hype man tutorial is just be a low budget Lil Jon and just say, put your fucking hands and
He's super extra.
yeah, and,
Okay.
and count down and go 1, 2, 3, or 4, 3, 2. That's all you got to do. But never. I've been a hype man for clubs for many years, and never in my life I go,
let's
break it down, Draper.
Now you know you need to.
But I think I think that you bring up just like really again like important like things, and ever since that like you say that whenever I play Overwatch, I always think that now, and I just start laughing. But then too, like going back to like it, like you guys have all seen it, right? Like I kind of just thought it was funny that the black kid was the one who had the gun. And I was just like looking at it like,
And also the black kid was the one that was like, let's not go in there.
right.
Which
guys,
which I did like. I was like, because
So he's a smart one.
Yeah.
no,
in essence, and he packs a gun. Okay.
Smart and well prepared.
He's gonna fucking live.
he's like, hey guys, we don't need to go in there. Like we could do a lot of other shit today.
Yeah, not today.
I'm gonna
clown
go back to the
motherfucker.
farm and shoot the sheep in the head.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
I just now I want to cast Cleveland as the navigator on the Orville.
Oh my god.
Hey y'all, that's basically what they're doing
I'm
to
the
Jamie.
greatest navigator in the Federation. And I can get you where you need to go.
Oh my god.
That's what I want to do now.
Kobayashi.
And
The
now-
Kobayashi Maru was easy.
And now I just want a hype man. I want a hype man in the room the next time I fuck somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. Get inside her.
Yeah, Shannon, do that shit.
Throw those hands up.
Yeah, put your fucking hands
Remix.
up. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to fuck it up.
Well, I guess, sweetheart. That's what the hype man's saying.
Guess we gotta do it.
You don't want to upset him.
Upset him.
Hey, look at him. He's very excited.
Oh my god.
Let's heal up.
All right.
Let's heal up.
After these messages, we'll be right back.